Hi, my name is Bailey Davis, and this is my audience. And this is my informative speech. In 2003, registered nurses made up the largest healthcare occupation, reaching over 2.4 million jobs. My roommate is working towards her nursing major, and living with her, I have seen how big her heart is and how that is a clear standard for that type of work. She is pursuing becoming a neonatal nurse and is thrilled to work with little babies after birth. In my research, I came across the Occupational Outlook Handbook and statistics from the United States Department of Labor, which helped me gather my information I'll be presenting. I'm speaking to you today to inform you on what nurses do on a daily basis and how they can use this platform to please God and show Christ. I hope this speech will enlighten you on what nurses do and how they can please God and show Christ by discussing how nurses' jobs include taking care of people, helping a wide variety of people, and how they can help to fulfill God's will for what He values. Nurses' jobs include taking care of people. There are three main ways I came up with how nurses do this. They medicate their patients, they educate patients and the public about different medical problems, and they provide emotional assistance to patients and patients' families. Nurses also help a lot of different people with a wide variety of medical issues. To do this, the area of nursing has many types of different nurses. The first type of nurse I'm going to talk about is preoperative nurses, who work in assisting doctors in the operating rooms. Diabetes management nurses work with patients to regulate their diabetes. Dermatology nurses work with patients who have skin disorders. Neonatal nurses, as I mentioned earlier, help to care for babies. Cardiac nurses work with patients with heart problems. These are just a few examples of nursing opportunities when becoming a registered nurse. Thirdly, nurses help to fulfill God's will for what He values. One thing that God values is life, and nurses help and show God's value for life by helping patients and their families to live healthy physically and emotionally. Nurses help to show God's value for our love for others when nurses execute pleasant or unpleasant actions for the good of others. Nurses help to show God's value for our hospitality for others, because nurses must be welcoming to their patients and make sure they are comfortable and pleased. Nurses help to show God's value for our attempt to communicate His gospel of forgiveness and redemption to those who do not know Him, by getting to know their patients and caring for them so much that they want to share the love of Christ and His greatest gift to all creation. Nurses take care of people by medicating, educating, and emotionally assisting. They help people with diverse medical conditions by having several different types of nursing to make sure this big variety is reached. Nurses also help fulfill God's will for what He values, including God's value for life, His value for our love for others, His value for our hospitality for others, and His value for our attempt to communicate His gospel of forgiveness and redemption to those who do not know Him. 2.4 million people having jobs as registered nurses sound like a lot. But after reviewing what all nurses do on a daily basis, one can see and appreciate that nurses are needed to better society and fulfill God's will for earth. Thank you.